Somebody
better.
say.
That's why his interview with David Stay, a lesser-known star known by Jim for his portrayal of Mandar in the short-lived 1980 series Photon, was memorable.
I talk shit, okay?
I have no idea what this is about, David Stay. So.
But I didn't really push it on people. You know who, I'm going to tell you, he set me off. Barack Obama, he set me off. I was getting ready for work, and this is why I don't have a television, but I had a TV, right? My TV was...
You know, Barack Obama was at fault for everything after 9/11. It was a joke, okay? It was a joke, okay? Don't...
Background noise. But I'm getting ready.
American stuff.
All right? And I don't know what he said before. I don't know what he said after. And I cried on this day. I cried this day. All I heard was this. And for all you flat earth, tinfoil hat wearing people. And I looked up, I said, what the fuck did he just say that for? I said, why would he say something like that? And you know what I found out that day, Al? There was actually, I have nothing to do with it. But there was an actual flat earth society. And I wasn't fucking alone.
Or some might have questioned.
Yeah. Let's keep
Stay's
watching.
conspiracy theories, Medicare let him talk. In this way, bringing only minimal confrontation allows him to express his stranger yet more entertaining thoughts. And though Stay did have highly irregular perspectives, his intent of kindness made him a likable person within the stream's eyes.
I'm a man that just cares. And I care about everyone. And I want to make a hot damn difference on this hot damn planet.
I think this guy's crazy. Just a little bit. Like, he's a bit off the rails. Like,
it doesn't matter how many people. And that's my goal in life. So tomorrow, do the right thing. But just compliment somebody, man.
From blood sports to...
Guys, if a crazy man says compliment somebody, maybe you should compliment somebody you like.
To leaving Bloodsports, to covering events around Bloodsports, and continuing his mainstay series, this is what Medicare was from 2017 to 2019. But trouble was brewing.
So the Patreon thing happened first. That was from the Transtastic Tales videos I did. So I did a video that I knew couldn't go on YouTube, so I put it up on BitChute. And somebody at Patreon saw it and didn't like it, and that was the end of my Patreon, and that's why. And then I started getting, I got a strike on one of my videos. I can't remember what it was, but there was a strike on one of my YouTube videos, and I was like, okay,
sorry for drinking tea.
They're going to try to just completely shut me down. So my idea was...
It's for my throat.
They can't... like, you were like, oh, I can't be doxxed because I'm already doxxed, right? My image is out there. So I was like, well, you can't strike my videos if I don't have any videos.
Yeah.
So I took down all my videos, and I was like, now let's see what you're going to do, Susan. Hi, Mr. Medicare. Oh my God, so formal. They even called me Mr. During a recent review, our team of policy specialists carefully looked over the videos you've uploaded to your channel, and we found that a significant portion of your channel is not in line with our partnership program. As of today, your channel is not eligible to monetize, and you will not have access to monetization tools and features. So let's go find out exactly what the violation was so I can learn from it to become a better content producer on this amazing platform. Account status currently ineligible for monetization. Here's why your channel wasn't approved. Reused content. I'm going to look through all my videos to see which ones that weren't compliant with this specialist that works for YouTube. They must have seen something I overlooked. Where can I begin my journey? I know. I should go look at my uploaded videos and just start going through them one by one. Oh, wait a minute.
Wait, reuse content as a reason for not monetization? Wait. I think we're... But he has 300,000 subscribers. How?
I don't have any fucking uploaded videos.
Quote, so I woke up today to a few videos that were yanked on my YouTube with the typical warnings about rules violations. But what makes it even more insane are the choices. The We Was Kings video, which was pretty popular and aimed at laughing at the Kemet and Black Israelite communities and had been up for 3 years. I tried appealing it and within 15 minutes got a response saying the strike was valid and the video wouldn't be reinstated. The other video was a minute long in length with me dubbing JonTron back into ukulele, and at that point I stopped trying, unquote. At the bottom of this community post, Medicare states this is why he deleted all of his videos, because even if unlisted or made private, YouTube will still use whatever content to apply strikes and take a channel down, as they did with the channel Monkey Jones. As for Medicare, though his strikes were likely done to eradicate his channel, there was a shift in content during this time. As Medicare mentioned, how the sausage is made was uploaded to BitChute and not YouTube. The video covers the surgeries and is highly graphic with nothing left censored. This is a video on a mostly partisan topic.
How the sausage is made. Trans test. Guys, I think he's a troll.
Presented graphically and more serious than his other videos. After his channel was demonetized, the next month, still uploading on different platforms, he uploaded Slip and Slide.
Bad things don't just happen at once. Worst of the worst damage that can ever happen to a group of people or to a society is a death by 1,000 cuts. It's incremental changes, almost imperceptible changes, argued only on their singular points, taken out of context of the bigger picture, that allows you to reach an endpoint where the National Guard are coming to take your guns and your son is in a dress getting fucked by a pedophile.
That video was about homosexuality.
Okay. Okay. Damn.
Sexuals.
And I know there's nothing more that people fucking hate. Like, I get this, because I run into this too. Where you're watching a channel and you really like the fucking content, right? And you're watching all the series, and then suddenly they come in with their hot political takes. And you're like, please, dude, come on. You're fucking killing me here. So I tried my best to keep it minimal, but I never hid that I'm more of like a kind of, conservative. Just from an audience perspective, I tried to keep it like focused on the series, but every once in a while I'd get like a hair up my ass and want to do a political thing. And so Slip and Slide was kind of like my take.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's what I've always said, like, content creators shouldn't become political commentators, because often the audiences in the platform itself doesn't like it. Like, yeah. I wish it was a bit different.
Or what I saw as where things were kind of going. And I tried to sum it up as best I could. And I think a lot of the points that I raised were pretty fair, considering where we are right now.
There was something more aggressive going on within Medicare's content that started and stopped within those 2 videos. And there was something going on with Medicare that was only getting worse.
They've given my household a gift that we've been dealing with for a month now. We'll call it the tuberculosis fairy. So, it's just been interesting.
Tuberculosis. Is that a sickness? Wait. Oh. Just got it now. Okay.
Don't leave your house if you're in Minnesota unless you have a fucking hazmat suit.
In 2019, his health, specifically his immune system, had not improved. To add to these stresses, in late 2019, after being demonetized, he began a new career path.
As you can see, I'm by the interchange on the outskirts of town. We've got some gridlock going on, bumper-to-bumper traffic, but what a beautiful day to be stuck in that gridlock. Pristine skies ahead. Not a rain cloud in sight. Visibility so clear, in fact. You can even see Susan writing me that check for the money she owes. You're gonna fucking pay me.
Medicare, as his stickman weather reporter, even covered horrendous traffic accidents.
Oh my god, Ken. Ken Studio, can you hear me? There's a driver veering all over the road. I don't know what he's doing. Oh my god, look at the speed that he's going. He's got to give it's 100 miles an hour. Oh my god, look at the size of those flames. I can smell the bodies burning, Ken. It smells like cooking pig out here, Ken. One of the survivors, they're coming over towards me. Sir, are you okay? Oh my god, his skin is just falling off his body. There's smoke everywhere, and he's dead.
This change in content was part of a strategy.
And I'm like, okay, I'll play along. I'm going to do weather videos. I'm going to do weather videos where it's just my voice, and I do stick figure drawings in MS Paint, and there's nothing you can do about it. And it worked. I got remonetized, and my channel came back.
He fell back on streams as his mainstay content, but these were inconsistent and often months apart. And then for more than a year, there were no streams. The answer to his absence could be found on his Twitter. In 2020, he revealed he has indolent lymphoma. Here, Medicare is stating
Lymphoma. I don't know what this is. Denola, lymphoma. How is it called?
was part of a strategy.
And I'm like, okay, MS Paint, and there's nothing you can do about it. And it worked. I got remonetized, and my channel came back.
He fell back on streams as his mainstay content, but these were inconsistent and often months apart. And then for more than a year, there were no streams. The answer to his absence could be found on his Twitter.
Indolent. Here gets indolent lymphoma. Was it lymphoma? Foma. Like all these Roman words. Okay, this is... Yes, it's a slow-growing, non-Hodgkin lymphomas. Because we spread slowly, we tend to have fewer signs or symptoms when first diagnosed. May or not require. Okay. Is it the with the lungs? I don't know. Someone else. I will keep that up. No.
In 2020, he revealed he has indolent lymphoma. Here, Medicare is stating he is losing approximately 3 pounds a week.
Ended up going into a dermatologist who took a look at my scalp. Was like, yeah, that's a tumor. Let's do a biopsy. You know, and it started off with obscure things that didn't really connect into the cancer. So I lost my appetite for 6 months and dropped about 45 pounds. Couldn't eat, and then had like a weird pancreatic attack where the lipase level is just through the roof, and then the next day it's back down to normal.
I want to interview and link the interview actually. Who is Medicare? So this is the interview.
Okay, I think
this is the interview. Bro. Head ads.
Kidneys started, they're getting weird creatinine levels, they're getting weird adrenal gland readings, and then it just goes back to normal.
Medicare has cancer, but not exactly, and has an autoimmune disorder, but not exactly. The continuous struggle was trying to get an exact diagnosis, but his symptoms were as severe as they were constantly changing.
About my health, I'll get that out of the way as quickly as possible, because who wants to hear depressing things? Yes, I did get sick. Yes, I am still sick. Going through the clinomics program at Mayo to try to figure out what it is. For those of you unfamiliar with what clinomics is, it's fucking research medicine. So that's always fun. Now, I know that some people have called into question if I have cancer or not. I heard that Mersh said that. In fact, you might want to be careful, chat. I also heard that Mersh told people if you donate to me ever on any live stream I do, he's going to be very disappointed in you.
Mersch is a creator who was assisting in putting forth the idea that Medicare was faking his illness. In a space that is highly paranoid, these rumors do tend to float around, especially when money is involved. To that extent, Medicare was promoting his merchandise, specifically his hats. He had been selling his iconic...
That's what I don't like about YouTube or social media in general. You have to explain it when you are sick. And yes, there are some people who use that as an excuse to get money. But I think that shouldn't be the point. Yeah.
Iconic 4 out of 5 stars hats off and on, something that started to raise funds for a potential lawsuit that never formed. But now in 2021, being inconsistently monetized on YouTube, this was his main source of income and why he is referred to as a hat salesman.
Quality fucking hats, ladies and gentlemen. Buy a hat for your hat. Buy a hat for your hat.
Buy a hat for your hat, a simple yet memorable line. With Medicare's health on a constant decline, this was a rallying cry of sorts. Money raised for his possible mounting medical bills. But even though Medicare has many fans, there are still a fair amount of people that want to bring his destruction. Some insulting his wife or threatening to show up at his house, etc.
And fuck you, bitch.
Augustine, Ralph, come on, you
wife.
fake being religious, you should be able to say.
Yet Medicare never reflected those life ruination tactics, even if he did get visited a couple of times.
Oh, 1 second, chat. 1 second, chat. Oh, we might have visitors. Hold on.
Don't tell me he got swatted. Yeah, he got swatted. Bro, this is exactly what I hate about.
Not all visitors were unwelcome.
Had a little gift left on my lawn.
Ich
a
hab
little
nie.
gift left on my lawn. Now, fun fact, I do have cameras around the house when I show the swatting footage, everything like that. But generally, if people are just having a bit of a goof or fun or whatever, I don't usually put up footage because everybody tries to be so shy and coy about it. Like if you're dropping off potatoes or running up a cart or something like that, I'm not going to do it. But notice somebody with a sled out in the street at like 10 at night trying to be stealthy. And then, what do you know? What's sitting at the front yard? What's been built up in the front yard? A snowman.
This footage came from his quote-unquote final stream.
Well, as you know, this will be our final stream. Jim is riding off into the sunset. He's going to go do Jim things.
Medicare did plan on this being his final stream, but it was only the final stream of 2022.
We last left off with my Truman Show exit. I was, pretty clear that I was gonna die. Had everything set up. I was looking, what would you say, resolute. But to catch you up, chat, on why Jim has crawled out of his fucking coffin for the time being, it's to sell you beautiful fucking hats. We all love Jim's hats.
Medicare came back to earn money, to entertain, and announced that he would possibly show his long list of symptoms to try to crowdsource a diagnosis, as now in August of 2023, 3 years since the discovery of the cancer, things have progressed to the point of having multiple heart attacks and a broken back, and still doctors are unsure what exactly is wrong with him. The fuller extent of his symptoms were revealed in a stream that took place March 2024.
Said Jim's faking everything. Jim doesn't have a wheelchair. Until Jim showed him the wheelchair that Jim owned. Until Jim posted pictures of his wheelchair to shut Brian up. And then Brian all of a sudden retreated into some other retarded shit. So I'm really looking forward to say as we go through this. I put together a little collage, and I had to be smart about it. Now there are reasons I have to be smart about it, and I'll show you why. Because these people are insane. They're literal insane retards. Now, Mersch likes to say that, oh boy, Jim's died 4 times, Jim's faking his illness and all this. And I've talked about being sick, and I've gone over it when people have asked in Super Chats, and I talked about it when I had my heart attack. It shows the date of implantment and everything else, because they put you on medication where you'll die if they cut into you. Or if they put you in an MRI machine, it will rip it out of your fucking chest if it's too strong. But of course, again, this is all fake bullshit. Jim's died.
Synergy XD Everolimus Eluting Platinum Chromium Corani Stand System. Non-clinical testing has demonstrated that this Synergy XD stand is a MR condition for the. I see it's like product placement he got into the. It's from his cardiologist. Man, this is bad. Jesus.
That maybe Jim actually had heart attacks and had a stent put in, but Mersh is right. Jim's just been faking everything. So let me put a
He doesn't sound good.
backing track on here. I like to call this all the tests that Jim has had over the last 4 years. Do you guys have 5 minutes?
HIV, immunoglobulins, thyroid, hemoglobin.
Just pause at any point to read through.
The scroll of
Potassium. Holy
tests
fuck.
done on Medicare goes on for around 3 minutes. There are also the newly revealed health issues Medicare has to deal with, from cancer, hypertension, hearing loss, osteoporosis, heart issues, severe inflammation, and rib and back fractures.
I know, too, you've also asked the question, boy, why won't you die, Medicare? Well, I know Ralph asks that all the time. He maybe has a legitimate reason, because we fucking hate each other. You, I don't get so much. But you ask things like, why won't I die? And we've held 4 funerals for you. Why are you streaming? Why aren't you spending your time differently? I'll tell you, it's very simple. I swore to myself, when I started getting sick and when I knew I was going to die, that I would set it up so that my wife wouldn't have to deal with that. So that when I die, they could throw my ass in an oven, cremate me, that I would set it up so that my wife wouldn't have to deal with that. So that when I die, they can throw my ass in an oven, cremate me, scatter the fucking ashes, and everything's on autopilot. That she's set up to be fine. That she's taken care of. That there isn't a weight hanging over her head. I'm sorry that I'm taking too long to do it, or that I'm sticking around to sell a few hats. But, it's part of the responsibility of being in a marriage and having, people survive you. It's one of the reasons I didn't have kids. My dream for my life was very, very middle of the road. Most people who become like YouTubers, I want to be famous. I'm going to meet all these fucking people, these TikTok sluts, and drive Lambos and do all that shit.
Yeah.
My dream for my life, whether it was through YouTube or other means, was to have a normal suburban house, have a couple of pets, be married, and have some kids. That was it. And I was very close to it.
That is the core of Medicare, a creator known for his consistency. Hated or liked, where other creators fell through the cracks, when even just measly pressure was applied, he remained stalwart. From Gamergate, IBS, his constant bans, to dealing with his degenerative, debilitating illness that no one can diagnose. Medicare, a simple hat salesman, was always able to make the best of it with his trademark smoker laugh.
Wrap it up and go die?
So what do I call? I call it. I don't know what to call this.
All right.
Error.
Is this a point where I get sappy and I say
Yeah.
something emotional? Am I supposed to give great life advice now as I finish this?
So basically, this is. Yeah, let me probably just link this live stream of this guy.